my gosh, y'all.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
The whole thing is the whole hot tub, yep.
I want to watch the water. Oh my god, dude.
Ruidoso, New Mexico, a picturesque mountain town struck once again by nature. This time, not by an avalanche of snow or a wildfire, but by a historic flood that has left deep devastation. It all began with an unusually intense monsoon storm. Between 3.5 and 5 inches of rain fell in less than 2 hours. The mountains, still scarred by recent wildfires, didn't absorb the water. The scorched soil acted like a launch ramp for the rushing torrent. The Ruidoso River, which normally flows calmly, rose over 20 feet high. This not only broke previous records, but also turned streets and trails into channels of destruction. Several homes were swept away. Infrastructure was crushed by the current. The force of the water was so great that it carried entire houses downstream. The aftermath of the wildfires played a critical role. The so-called burn scars sealed the ground. The water didn't soak in. It simply slid off, gaining speed and strength. The alert system issued immediate evacuation orders, but within minutes, many areas were cut off. Vehicles were trapped. Currents became impossible to cross. Everything was covered in a blanket of mud and branches. The surge of water and mud was worsened by the terrain burned in previous fires, South Fork and Salt Fire, which prevented water absorption and accelerated runoff. It is estimated that between 35 and 50 homes were severely damaged or swept away. On a broader scale, preliminary assessments indicate that between 200 and 400 households were affected.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Rescue teams, including the National Guard, carried out at least 85 swiftwater rescues, saving people trapped in homes and vehicles. After reaching a peak of 20.24 feet, the river began to gradually recede in the afternoon, allowing search operations among the debris to continue. In response to the emergency, the governor declared a state of emergency. $750,000 in state resources were mobilized, and procedures for federal aid were initiated.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh.
Active monitoring remains in place due to forecasts of further heavy rainfall that could worsen the risks in already affected areas. Ruidoso, after wildfires and now floods, faces a monumental challenge to recover once again, rebuild, and prepare for future natural disasters worsened by climate-related factors.
More than 200 people were evacuated in an emergency, many of them rescued by emergency services using boats or high-clearance vehicles. 3 confirmed deaths were reported. 2 of the victims were minors who had been in a trailer park near the riverbank. Dozens of families were temporarily trapped on the roofs of their homes or inside their vehicles, later rescued by the National Guard and local teams. Many residents lost their homes or saw them severely damaged or destroyed. Entire structures were reported to have been swept away by the current.
The town set up emergency shelters, such as the community center and local schools, where food, water, and medical assistance were distributed. Volunteers and local organizations provided clothing, hygiene supplies, and psychological support for affected families. Many residents described the experience as terrifying, especially because the water arrived within minutes, leaving no time for proper evacuation. The stress is cumulative, as this tragedy adds to the wildfires of June 2024, which had already displaced hundreds of residents. Despite the blow, the community has shown a strong and supportive spirit. Several residents are helping with cleanup and rebuilding efforts, while others are opening their homes to those who lost everything. Infrastructure damage. The force of the water severely damaged electric and drinking water systems, leaving many areas without basic services for several days. Streets, bridges, and rural roads were washed away or blocked by rocks, trees, and mud. Schools and local businesses were also affected. Some buildings were left inoperable or dangerously unstable.
That house is caved, bro!
Economic sector impacted. Ruidoso, being a tourist town known for activities like hiking, casinos, horse racing, and ski resorts, suffered major economic losses. The Ruidoso Downs racetrack, one of the main summer attractions, canceled its entire season, resulting in millions in losses. Many small businesses closed temporarily, and there are concerns that some may not be able to reopen without financial assistance. reconstruction. The state of emergency allowed the mobilization of $750,000 in state funds, though additional federal support is being sought through FEMA. House-to-house assessments are being conducted to determine who qualifies for direct assistance, repairs, or rebuilding. Several non-governmental organizations, churches, and volunteer groups have arrived to provide medical, psychological, and material aid.
The salsa. Oh my gosh.
Future risk. Authorities and climate experts have warned that, due to the combination of climate change, fire-eroded terrain, and an active monsoon season, similar events could happen again. The ground remains unstable, and the likelihood of landslides and new floods in the event of more rainfall is high.
Hey, old boy's in the house.
Look at that.
That's
The barbershop,
horrible.
all these places.
Oh wow.
Oh my god, look.
Yeah.
Look down there.
The tragedy in Ruidoso was not just a natural event. It was the result of a chain of factors: increasingly frequent extreme weather, land devastated by wildfires, and a response system that, while quick to act, now faces a monumental challenge. What happened marks a turning point for the community. Recovery will take time, but the coordinated efforts of residents, authorities, and volunteers are proving that, even after a catastrophe, hope still floats.